The lady on the right, Juliet Chowdhury, lost 13 members of her family in a bomb attack in Pakistan in 2013. They were among 125 killed in that bombing of a church. But persecution of Christians has long continued within Pakistan, with men, women and children killed, injured or just disappeared. Many have been thrown into prison over usually faked charges of blasphemy. The few Pakistani Christians abroad have been holding one protest after another, making one appeal after another for protection of Christians within Pakistan, seeking to give voice to a people whose voice is often unheard within their own country. We listen to their voice in London.
Well, with me, Wilson Chaudhary from the United Faith Organization and Ian Sleeper from the British Pakistani Christian Association. They have raised some concerns about the rights of the minorities in Pakistan and about British government aid to Pakistan, whether that aid is being used in the best way, keeping the rights of minorities in mind. Ian, what are your concerns?
Well, the main concerns are about accountability. Where is the money actually going to? So it's about traceability, and is it going to the right places? Because what we can see on the ground is not going to the grassroots areas, that's for sure.
Right. And Wilson, is there a concern that the rights of the minorities themselves are not being honored, that beyond aid there is a fundamental concern about their rights?
Yes, indeed. I mean, if you look at blasphemy allegations themselves, Christians make up, well, minorities make up 50% of blasphemy allegations, despite them only Ahmadis and Christians who make up that 50% only making up less than 5% of the population. Other concerns are 700 Christian girls who are estimated to be kidnapped, raped and forced into Islamic marriage every year. None of the different funding that has gone into schools is providing any protection to these girls. We can talk about the national curriculum of Pakistan, which demonises and caricatures Christians and other minorities, even going as far as labelling Christians as spies for the West.
Right. Ian, there has been a Parliament concern over this also. Certainly in the House of Lords, many members have raised some concern over this. There is an inquiry that has been conducted. Tell us about this inquiry. What is it seeking to unravel? Who is conducting the inquiry and to what end?
Well, we know we've raised the concerns with Baroness Cox and with Lord Harris and Lord Hogan Ho. So what we want is accountability. We want to know where the money is going. We want to press the government on to answer more questions and more transparency.
And tell me, Wilson, has the Pakistan government itself been forthcoming with information?
The responses have been very minimal. It's very difficult to get a response at all from them. I mean, we've been raising, the British Pakistani Christian Association themselves have actually been raising the issue for 10 years, and they've been sending out petitions. They've been meeting with the High Commissioner. I used to be a part of the British Pakistani Christian Association and had several meetings with a Deputy High Commissioner. All I can say is that, despite the massive campaign by NGOs, by groups within Pakistan, by protest groups, etc., there seems to be very minimal change. Even under Imran Khan's regime, which is meant to be this wonderful new era for Pakistan. If anything, what we're seeing is very much the status quo being maintained.
Finally, Ian, what is it that you would like to see?
Well, again, we want to know where the cash is going. We want a thorough inquiry. We want to have a look at where, I mentioned traceability earlier and accountability. And we just really want the money to go where it's supposed to go. We know it's not going to the poor people of Pakistan who desperately need it.
Thanks, Ian, for joining us. Thanks to you, Wilson, and a matter of concern surely for all of us.